Alright, what's up, y'all? Today, I'm gonna break down the two cards that have worked the best for me since I've been here in Mexico. I have, most of my money in dollars, so I have two cards that I mainly use, and I'm gonna break it down. If you guys know a better way, for sure share it in the comments, but this is what I found to be the easiest and best way to convert your dollars into pesos. So today is December 31st, 2024. The dollar is 20 pesos and 20.65. So $1 is 20.65 as of today, or today's rate. So if you're familiar with Mexico, there's a lot of street vendors, and cash is probably like, you're gonna use cash like 90% of the time here, unless you go to like a very well established place, and you can use your card. But for all the street vendors, for the mercados, for all that stuff, you're gonna need cash. So the first card I use for cash is the Charles Schwab card. So it's very easy to get. It's you just apply on the Charles Schwab website, and they give you, it's a no, like, what I like about them is, you sign up as it's like an investment account, but they don't really require you to invest. You just sign up like as an investment account, and there's no monthly fees, so there's no limit. You know how Bank of America, for example, if you don't have over $1,000, I believe they charge you $12 a month for maintenance fee. Charles Schwab has none of that. It's all, you could have $50 if you want, and they actually pay you interest. It's very low. It's like I don't know. I just got a penny the other day, so I know it's super low. It's probably like a percent of a percent. But so what I like about Charles Schwab is I just have it there, and whenever, like earlier today, I went to get some money out. I Zelled myself from my Bank of America to my Charles Schwab card. So I Zelled myself. I went to any ATM. So that's another beauty. So Charles Schwab doesn't charge you to withdraw money from ATMs. Well, the ATM charges you, but at the end of the month, Charles Schwab reimburses you for what you use. So that's a key thing, at the end of the month. So when I first got it, I was like, damn, they scammed me. Where's my money back, But it's like every 31st you get that reimbursement. So earlier today, I went to two ATMs. I usually like to go to Santander, but because they have the lowest transaction, or the lowest fee to take money out. Even though I get the money back either way, I rather not. I don't know. I'd rather not have that money out of my account. So I went to Santander first. They charged me 30 pesos for the transaction fee, which is $1.50 how it is right now, which is not bad. So that $1.50 will come back to my Charles Schwab account on January 31st, or February 1st, whatever they. But yeah, it'll be at the end of the month. I'll have that $1.50 back. And after I did the math of how much it cost me and how much I got back from it, and the conversion came out to like $1 was 20.64, like pretty close to what it's at Google, which is 20.65. So I was like, all right, that's as best as you're gonna get, honestly, compared to like everything else. Another key thing to do when you're at the ATMs in Mexico is gonna ask you, this is our conversion rate, do you accept? You gotta make sure you click decline, because the conversion rate that the Mexican banks offer you is so low. Like Santander was offering me 18.50 per dollar, which is 2.5 pesos less than what it's at, or 2 pesos less than what it's at right now. So if you're taking out $500, $1,000, it's gonna add up real quick. Like you're giving them an extra like $20 just to take money out. And if it's higher money, then you're losing way more money. So make sure. So the steps are pretty similar with all of them. I taken out from like 3 different ATMs. You put in your Charles Schwab card, you put in your PIN, and then it's gonna ask you where you want to get it out of: checking, savings, whatever. You click checkings. Then it's gonna ask you if you want a receipt, printed receipt or whatever, and then it's gonna tell you, to take money out today is 30 pesos. Are you okay with that? You click accept, and then the next screen is like, this is our conversion. 1850. $1 is 1850 pesos. Do you accept? Then at the bottom has accept or decline. Always click decline. Always click decline. And after that processes, gives you the money. I checked my Charles Schwab app right away. I haven't had any issues this whole time. It's all there, So that's Santander. That's the one I recommend you guys go to, Santander. I went to another one just for comparison, so I could do this video today. That one was called Afirme. It's a green one, and the transaction, it was the same thing. It was like 2064 for the transaction, or for the conversion. I'm sorry, but for the transaction fee to get the money out, the ATM fee, they charged me 160 pesos, which is $8. $8 with Afirme, $1.50 with Santander. So I'm gonna get that money back at the end of the month, but I'd rather have the $8 in my bank account this whole month than not have them and then get them at the end, But if you just want the money right away, like, might as well just get it. But I had a similar experience with Banorte and Bancomer. They'd be charging like 160 pesos. So I always go to the Santander one. The only caveat with the Santander is you're limited to 11,000 pesos a day, which, you should be fine with 11,000 pesos. But I was trying to get more today because I'm trying to take advantage of, that the dollar is so high right now. So that's how I would get cash. And obviously you need cash if you want to spend it on. In Mexico, you're going to need cash, unless you're just going to go to fancy places, which, in my opinion, is not the reason you come to Mexico. You come to Mexico to enjoy the culture and walk around and see all the street stuff. And so that's my recommendation for cash. You need a Charles Schwab. That's the best way to get US, like, highest conversion to get pesos. If you convert your pesos in the US, they're not going to give you the best conversion. Same thing here. If you go to like a local spot, they're not going to give you the best conversion. This is the one I found that is the closest to Google. Like, literally, like, I got 2064 with my Charles Schwab, and it's 2065 right now. So you're not going to get anywhere closer to that. Like, if you go to a Casa de Cambio here in Mexico, you're looking at like 1850, 19 at most, So Charles Schwab, my first recommendation. And for credit cards, I use my my Sapphire Preferred from Chase. This one has an annual fee. It's a $95 annual fee, but there's Capital One cards that don't have. So the main thing, you want to get a credit card that doesn't have foreign transaction fees or foreign fees, like, so you could use it anywhere without any fees. So I have my Chase, my, what was it called again? Chase Sapphire Preferred. It's $95 a year, but it gives you $50 of hotel credit. And since I've been traveling a lot lately, I use that hotel credit all the time. And then like the Chase points, there's like a sign-up bonus. If you guys want a sign-up bonus, I'll leave a link below, and that'll help me out too if you guys use my link. And yeah, those hotels come out pretty cheap, honestly. But for the main things to do when you're so I bought 140 pesos worth of stuff earlier today with my credit card, and I did the conversion, and it came out to 20 pesos and 20.61. So not as good as Charles Schwab, but it's still pretty damn good, you know? And for the convenience of, because, I think as Americans, we're used to like not carrying cash anymore. So I kind of find it weird having to carry cash and getting coins back when you pay. But I use my credit card wherever I can. And yeah, so it's pretty close to the Google price. So 2061 in this case. There's a lot of places here that when you use a credit card, the little machine they use, the credit card machine, is gonna ask you, pay in pesos or pay in dollars. Always, always, always pay in pesos. Because if you pay in pesos, then Chase is the one that's doing the conversion. If you pay in dollars, then they already did the conversion for you, and they're giving you a higher conversion, or they're not giving you the best value. So make sure you're looking at the person, the cashier, and it's gonna ask them like pay in pesos, pay in dollars. Like 70% of the time, it's gonna ask them. Sometimes it just goes through right away, but a lot of the times, most of the times, it says pay in pesos or paying dollars. Always pay in pesos. Let Chase do the conversion for you. So yeah, I mean those are the two cards you need. I've been living in Mexico for the past year, and that's how I've survived. That's how I've had my money. So yeah, I mean that's all you need. I'm gonna leave the link to the Chase card if you wanna use my link. My dad has a Capital One card that he uses, so I'll have his link down below too. The Capital One card is good because there's no annual fee, and it still has no transaction fees, some foreign transaction fees. But Capital One is harder to get approved for, so I'll just leave those two options below. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions or suggestions. That's the best I found. I like to be pretty optimal with how I use my stuff. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any trouble or better ways. I searched millions of ways. I was trying to see if there was some crypto that could have helped me, ways to just deposit straight to bank accounts that I have over here in Mexico. But yeah, I mean, if you want to go through a bank account, I guess, I mean, there's no optimal one. The best way I know is just, I mean, there's like Remitly, but it's kind of low. Well, it's higher than most, but it's not anywhere close to Google. I think the highest I've seen is like going to like one of those places, like a Mexican store in the U.S., and having them send the money over, and you pay them like $10 for their services. But yeah, it's not the best conversion. It's not close to Google at all. So I would say, well, this is more for like if you're traveling yourself to Mexico, not if you're sending money. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll upload something more tips about living in Mexico tomorrow.